Hello, Big Brother fans. I have been missing for a while and I apologize. There's just been a lot of work coupled with not feeling much like I wanted to do videos. I still don't feel like it, but I've got a spoiler for you guys. Michelle has nominated Shima and, good grief, I just looked at it and I can't remember, Shima and Natalie. And it was really interesting to think from last night who she was actually going to nominate, because she's always been not so much, well, yeah, a floater, pretty much a floater. She has gone from one side of the household to the other side of the household on a whim, almost as if knowing that she was the one vote that either side needed in order to get something done. And she wasn't ashamed to even admit it at times, I think. So it was going to be very interesting to me to find out who she nominated. So I'm actually kind of glad that she put Shima up. I don't know if if there's a backdoor plan or whatever going on here, but I'm hoping not. And I'd like to see the trend continue. As for last night's episode, it was one of the better ones ever. And what I'd heard was that they had recorded it instead of letting it go live, because Shima had threatened to swear and whatnot during the episode. So they'd have to do a lot of beeping or whatever. So I guess they had to take precautions in regards to that. But how glad were you that Jeff actually used the coup d'etat? And how much did you love Jesse's face when he, as soon as he realized who it was that got it and that he was going to be gone? Yeah, I didn't have any of my paper. I didn't have my book with me, so I didn't write down, who voted for who or whatever. But I found it interesting that even though they showed Jesse and Russell getting into one another's space, when Russell was trying to do his spiel on Michelle, that even though that happened, he still kept his loyalty to Jesse and voted for Natalie instead. I thought that was really interesting. I really did. So the little-headed dude is in the jury house, and one can only hope that whoever it is that goes to meet him next can, I don't know. Sometimes I think that he can see the game for what it is, because he did think that it was very smart of Jeff to use the coup d'etat. But then on the other hand, it's just sometimes he just seems so clueless. Is it just me that sees it this way? I'm not sure. But either way, I think it was a brilliant move that the coup d'etat was used. Since it was used, we found out that the person, since they pretty much were taken over, and their presidency or whatever, their ruling of the household was overtaken, that they were allowed to also go for HOH. At first I thought, that's not fair, it's not fair, she's already been HOH, blah blah blah. But truly, the only thing that she was able to enjoy being the HOH was the luxury of having her own room and her snacks and her letters from home or whatever. But really, her nominations, it didn't mean a thing. It was just a moot point. Since the coup d'etat was given. So I'm really liking that power. And Shima had earlier said that something about America always chooses the assholes, when in fact it isn't. It's absolutely the opposite. But sometimes people can't see themselves for what they are, but my little cat. Anyway, so that's about it. I really don't have a whole lot to add, other than it was going to be a very interesting running of the HOH, with wondering what Michelle was going to do with her nominations, and now that that's been spoiled to us, I guess I'll try to make it back here tomorrow and let you know who won the veto. And then I'll see you Sunday, hopefully. Alrighty? Take care. Bye-bye.